Hello, everybody. I'm Elise as Another Truth on YouTube. I hope you're doing well and you're taking great care of yourselves and that your upcoming holiday weekend is restful and recuperative. Today, I want to address a couple of things. They will be in the same video, but I will partition them in a way that people know it's different. So, the first part of it is my explanation why it's essential for me to apologize. Who did I apologize for? What was the purpose for it? The second part will be the clarification on the video itself, because I don't want the two to be connected, because I do not want the first part of it washed away by the second part. Both parts are, in my opinion, extremely important equally. So, content warning, I will be discussing things around sexism, um, healthcare discrimination, doxing, um, what else? Violence, abuse, things like that, perhaps. So, be forewarned, the second part might cover the same thing, and it may include things like suicide, taunting families, poking fun at people. I'm not poking fun at people, but there will be that topic of bullying, among other things. So be forewarned throughout the video. Now, firstly, I have taken some time to think about what I said in that first video. Okay, rest assured, my opinion is the same. However, there are some aspects of it I need to address and take accountability for. It's not the same as apologizing and groveling all over KJ. I will never do that in my life, ever. I am not apologetic for being emotional and for empathizing, as long as I know where those feelings are actually going. Okay, that will be more described at the second part. Now, I need to take responsibility for making that MRSA comment and for the sexist language I used against Katie Joy, because it not only affects her, it affects a community of people. And if I'm going to be the person here calling out somebody for that behavior, I better try to have some of mine in check at least. It is better for me. I think it's a disservice to myself if I do not hold myself to account. That's the reason why I'm doing it. And also, I do not want to contribute in such an emotionally and vocally violent way that it could put somebody in jeopardy or force somebody not to get the help that they need or alienate anybody. I only highlighted one of my respondents' concerns because it is important to see that there are different views about this. I know a lot of you have extended your opinions about this. I consider them, I value them, and you're right. You're right. And you have a right to feel the way that you do about Katie Joy. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to criticize you. Although, listen, I'm not YouTube police here. Okay? I'm not going to tone police everybody on here. It's not my job. There are some things that are really bad, but I do have to focus on myself, and not hyper focus, but focus on it in a healthy way, because it also disturbs me. I was not over apologizing to Katie Joy. I did not even want to apologize to her. But in doing so, it's important, because it's like almost like I'm wishing her the worst possible case scenario. And there are other people who are affected in her life by this. Katie Joyce, is free to do that to herself and others, although I don't really like it. It scares me, because then it turns into behavior. Part of it turns into behavior that puts other people in danger. And believe me, my heart does go out more to the people who are affected by her behavior, and her child who's affected by her behavior. My empathy and sympathy is with them. Apologizing to someone for my behavior is not the same thing as going to bat for them, so to speak. Okay, let's make that clear. So, for my own well being, my own character development, my own responsibility to myself and to the community, yes, I said those things. They were disgusting and offensive, and they have long acting implications, which is when you make fun of people because of their illness, it does alienate other people. That's true. The words are true. Doesn't matter who said it, the words are true. I knew that no one had to call me out, but I'm glad people did, because it keeps things honest. But I knew after that, hence my apologies, and that I would clarify things. And secondly, making sexist remarks is derogatory, and it goes against the community standards of this community. Calling somebody a cunt, that to me, for me, I know better. I'm not somebody who isn't, um, I don't know, I'm not somebody who doesn't know from right or wrong. I'm not so entrenched in my own feelings that I can't take responsibility for myself. And it's sexist. I'm not, if you say it, that's up to you. Okay? I'm not going to tone police you. Um, because she behaves in a way that evokes certain types of emotions. It's visceral. If it just feels like, um, when she does the things that she does, that's what she wants. And I do not want to keep giving in to her with my emotional rants, because that's exactly what she's looking for. And that's just enabling her sick behavior. Now, I'm just speaking for myself here. So that's why I made that point. I mean, if you're offended by it, I respect that and I understand. And I care about your feelings, and your feelings and your opinions are valid. I'm not going to take that away from you. But I can assure you that I'm not going overboard with this Katie thing. It just has, what I said just has far more, how do I say it? I'm not saying I'm like so important that it has that impact, but because I'm saying it publicly, it does have a strong impact, and reinforcing certain patriarchal standards, certain standards, or less than good standards. And I don't want to participate in that anymore. I will continue to be outspoken and make certain references, but the sexist stuff and the stuff about the MRSA and the healthcare stuff, I can't do that. It's ableist, it's sexist, and it hurts people. So I'm not going to do it anymore. And I'm sorry to Katie I did that. I am. I'm also more sorry to the community. People don't need to hear those things. A lot of people have been called those horrible names out of abuse from partners, been labeled that, have been marginalized because of it, and healthcare stuff thrown back into people's face about chronic infections and illness. I mean, Come on. If I'm going to talk about those things, I have to do it with a very respectful manner, understanding that our entire community is going to listen to it. So, yes, my apology stands, and I will work on it and not react so much. Make sure that what I publish won't have that far reaching implication. That is the only reason why I even wanted to edit it, to clear it out so it doesn't hurt anybody else. And I'm still thinking of doing it. It's not to cover my ass, because this video will be here to discuss that. And the stuff in the community page of mine will stay the same, so people can have that reference. So I've got to think about that. I overstep boundaries. And I don't want to stoop to Katie's level. I'm not in Katie's level. Yeah, Katie's done a lot of nasty things to people, made fun of people's healthcare stuff, she's put people in danger and all of that. But that's no reason for me to behave in a similar fashion. And I agree with that. And I know that. Secondly, I'm not jealous of Katie Joy. I'm not. I don't want. I don't think I'm going to lose anything with by her doing what she's doing to herself. And I think that she has what I don't want. And I know people who have things that I want and that I'm not in a position to get for myself. But does that mean I hate them for it? No. Because I'm learning and I'm understanding that there are things, there are bigger issues behind things. And we want to appreciate people who do good work. So I'm not saying I don't feel jealous or envy about things. And I think those are things that come up when I feel that sense of abandonment all over again. But it doesn't have anything to do with people getting a promotion or finishing school or having a successful channel or even having a great family. It's my own thing, but I'm not jealous. I'm not envious. I don't need to be. And especially of Katie Joy. So rest assured, there is none of that. And I want to thank all of you who have participated on my videos, who have been a great sense of support, gave me great thoughts and feedback about things that help me understand what people are thinking and where we're at in this whole Katie Joy thing. But I want to thank the people who shared my videos. I don't ask people to share my videos or like my videos. Okay, I don't do that. You're not required to like my videos. You can thumbs down my videos. Thumbs down. Thumb down my videos. It would be your honest perspective and feelings about either me or what I produced. I'm not going to restrict you. The only thing is with comments, I'm not going to approve comments that are not really relevant to the discussion, that are abusive. I have not received that as of late. Although I have had questionable stuff I didn't approve because it didn't make sense, but other stuff, it's okay because people had concerns. And I haven't gotten to all the approvals yet. And if people did say something nasty to me, I mean, I don't take it personally. It's not something I'm going to talk about. I'm impervious to it. I just cut it out. I just dump it in the trash or report it. because I'm not going to tolerate it. It might be justified, but it's something I'm not going to put on my channel. But I do that on a case-by-case basis. It just depends on the situation. Sometimes I might leave it there for a while because I have to think about it, consider it. Sometimes I don't always see the messages. So, but I do appreciate it. I understand your concerns. But trust me, I will continue to be as critical. I just can't, for my sake, resort to the sexism and the health shaming. Just can't do it anymore.